let's plan for my upcoming Disney trip. Hi, my name is Haley. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. I am a travel agent who specializes in Disney vacation destinations. If you are interested in working together to plan your next Disney trip, then make sure that you check out the description box below and fill out a request for a free quote, and we can go ahead and get started on making your next magical vacation. But for today, I'm super excited because this means that we are so close to going to Disney. So I have a trip coming up. Today is July 9th and we are going to Disney. It will be July 13th as our arrival day, and then our departure day is July 17th. And this is a little special trip because it is for my 30th birthday. I turned 30 on July 15th, which is really kind of hard to accept, but it is what it is. So we might as well spend our time at Disney. So let's go ahead and get to planning. I just use my iPad. I have a little digital planner on here that I made, and then I use the app Notability, I believe it is. And I will put it all up here so you can see exactly what I'm looking at as we go through this. For this trip, we are going to be staying at All-Star Music Resort, and this is my very first time staying at All-Star Music. The very first resort that I ever stayed at was All-Star Movies, and this was back in like 2002 for my very first Disney trip, which was also during my birthday. But I just wanted something that was going to be kind of quick and then on the cheaper side, because I do have another trip planned in December. I'm going around Christmas time with my boyfriend, so I decided to do a little bit more scaled back birthday trip this time around. So we are going to be doing All-Star Music. We have a 4-day park hopper ticket, and then we also have the dining plan. We have the Disney dining plan, which is the sit down. Each person will get a refillable resort mug, a table service credit, and a quick service credit, as well as a snack credit for each night of your stay. What I ended up doing is doing the free dining promotion, which a lot of times they will do this, especially if you are a Disney Visa card holder. There are a lot of perks if you have the Disney Visa card. If you're interested in that, I do have more information down below. Check that out. If you're a big Disney goer, that can actually save you a lot of money. But we did get a free dining plan with our package because I do have a Disney Visa. Because we are staying at the All-Star Resort, we were only going to get the quick service dining plan, and my dad really wanted to go to Liberty Tree Tavern. It is his favorite place. And then I did want to go to Crystal Palace for the churro Mickey waffles, and my mom is also a big Winnie the Pooh fan. So I knew because we were going to have 2 sit-down dining that it might be worth it to upgrade it. So I think I was able to upgrade for about $300, which really isn't bad. So we are going to be taking advantage of the dining plan, and on this trip it is going to be me, my mom, and my dad. So we're just kind of keeping it small. So this is my planner for this trip. I just kind of used some Canva templates and then just kind of made it my own. We're going to start off with just an overview of our travel itinerary. So starting off on the 13th, we are going to be flying out. I am from Ohio, so we are going to be flying out of Columbus, and we are using Southwest. We did book this before Southwest changed their baggage policy, so we still get 2 free check bags, a carry-on and a personal item, which is good. I don't know what I'm going to do when I actually have to pay for a check bag. Our flight departs at 10:10 a.m. and we should be arriving around 12:25 p.m. So we are going to be going to the airport around 7 is when we're gonna head out. So that will give us plenty of time to get ourselves checked in and get settled and get prepared for our flight. And then we are actually using Mears Transportation to go to All-Star Music. I do not have an issue with Mears. I know it's kind of hit or miss. What Mears is there's a few different options. You can do their public transport, which is basically a big shuttle bus. There is going to be multiple stops, and it just kind of depends on how many people are going to what resort. That will impact where you are dropped off, when you are dropped off. Most of the times my flight is like, we land like at 10 or 11 o'clock and then at nighttime, so there's not a lot of people on our bus, and normally we're like the first or second stop. So we'll see how or if that changes now that I'm going in the middle of the day and there's probably gonna be a lot more people. But ideally we would probably be checking in to All-Star Music around 1:30ish, get our resort mug. Hopefully our room will be ready. Rooms are not supposed to be ready until 3, but sometimes you can get them a little bit earlier, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm really hoping, I'm gonna try this out. We'll see if it works. There's this whole like debate online as to whether or not you should check in to your room on the app or if you should go to the desk. Now, I have always checked in on the app simply because we have arrived so late and I just definitely wanted to make sure that my room was ready. I did go on one trip where I went to Pop Century and we did check in on the app, but we arrived at like 9 a.m. and I went ahead and checked in at the front desk, and we had to wait about an hour, but we were able to get a preferred room, so that just might be a little bit of an upgrade, whereas we've never really had a preferred room before every time I've checked into the app. So we're just gonna do a little test to see if checking in person really does make a difference as opposed to checking into the app. So we're gonna stop by the desk, check in, hopefully our room will be ready, or we can just drop our bags off and it will be ready soon. And then because it is 2025, Disney is doing a free water park day on your check-in. So the plan is to go to Blizzard Beach. I don't think we're actually going to like partake in any of the water rides or anything like that. One thing, I can't swim, so it makes me nervous, but I do want to check it out and maybe get some mini donuts. So we're gonna just stop by Blizzard Beach and then be there for just a few moments, and then we are going to head on over to Animal Kingdom. If you don't know, in order to get to Blizzard Beach, you actually have to take a bus to Animal Kingdom, and then from there you can head to Blizzard Beach. So we're gonna have to go to Animal Kingdom no matter what. Now, Animal Kingdom is my least favorite park. I feel like Animal Kingdom's one, you either love it or you hate it. I'm on the hating it side. I just feel like it's so hot. And I don't like the heat, even though I love Disney. It kills me that it's in Orlando. But hopefully, because it will be more in the afternoon, it might be a little bit less crowded because a lot of people will leave to go to other parks at this point. Maybe it'll be a little bit cooler, we'll see. But we are then going to go to Animal Kingdom and then we'll head back to our resort. Monday is going to be our Epcot day. So we are doing Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Epcot in the morning, Hollywood Studios in the afternoon. We have some dining reservations at Epcot and we have our lightning lanes all set. And then the idea is to take a little break midday, go to Hollywood Studios. Hopefully I can snag some lightning lanes for Hollywood Studios after we check into our Epcot rides. And then I do want to do Fantasmic. So that is my goal for Monday. Tuesday is my birthday, so this is going to be an entire Magic Kingdom day. We are going to start, we do have dining reservations. I have some lightning lanes lined up. We're going to take a midday break, and then we're going to come back and just enjoy the evening at Magic Kingdom. And then on the 16th, that is actually going to be our kind of rest day. The plan is to do maybe some resort hopping. I want to check out some of the different resorts, and I want to try to go to Beach Club because there's a lounge that I want to get there. Then we are going to go to Magic Kingdom in the evening, and we have a dining reservation for the evening. Thursday is the worst day of the trip because it is our checkout day. So checkout is at 11 a.m. However, our flight is not until, I believe it is 3:15. No, it's 5:15. Oh, we might do Disney Springs, hang out at the resort a little bit. We're using Mears to take us back to the airport, and we'll probably leave around 3:15 to go back to the airport. And then we'll be arriving home around 7:45 p.m., so not too bad. Let's go ahead and jump into our daily itinerary for each day. So on our very first day, this is July 13th, this is a Sunday, we are going to wake up and start heading towards the airport around 7 a.m. And then the plane is scheduled to depart at 10 a.m. We are going to hopefully arrive on time at Orlando around 12:25. We're going to check in and board our Mears transport and then arrive to All Star Music. Hopefully we will be able to get there, I would say around 1:30, and check in. If our room is available, then we'll go ahead and get ourselves settled in, get our resort mug, all of that. And if our room is not available, that's fine. We will just go ahead and drop our stuff off at Bell Services, and then we are going to head to Animal Kingdom. Now, the plan right now is to go to Animal Kingdom, but make a little pit stop at Blizzard Beach first. If you don't know, if you are going to Blizzard Beach, you do need to take the bus to Animal Kingdom, and then from there you can go to Blizzard Beach. I just kind of want to take a look around, maybe get some of the mini donuts, and then we're going to go to Animal Kingdom. We do have a single pass, so everybody in my travel party is going to be riding Flight of Passage, and right now we have that single pass from 4:45 to 5:45, and then we're just kind of going to see what we can get into. The park does close at 6 p.m. on this day, and it's going to be about 92 degrees. There is a slight chance of rain from 7 to 10 p.m., so that should be good. While we're at Animal Kingdom, there wouldn't be any rain, but it's Orlando, so who knows. I would really like to try to ride Everest and then Dinosaur before it closes. But then after Animal Kingdom closes at 6, we're just going to head back to the resort and just kind of hang out, get settled, probably grab some dinner at the quick service there at our resort, and just get ready for the next day. Which brings us to day 2, which is going to be July 14th. Now this is Monday, and for this day it's going to be our Epcot and our Hollywood Studios day. So we are putting both of those into one day. The plan, so both Epcot and Hollywood Studios are going to open at 9 a.m. and close at 9 p.m., which means our early entry hours start at 8:30. The goal is to get there a little bit before 8:30, so we might try to leave the resort around 7:45. We'll see how we're feeling. I want to try to rope drop Soarin' because I want to be able to ride that without having to get a lightning lane for that. So the goal is to rope drop Soarin', and then we have our lightning lanes. The very first lightning lane we have is Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. We have this from 9:05 to 10:05. After we scan into this, my goal is to then start getting lightning lanes for Hollywood Studios, because Hollywood Studios, those lightning lanes go so fast. So I'm going to try to get what I can. So that's why I wanted a really early check-in time. It took me forever to get a 9:05 Remy's. But after that, we have 2 lightning lanes at the same time. So I'm going to have to kind of either prioritize or really skedaddle. The entire family has a lightning lane multi-pass for Spaceship Earth from 10:35 to 11:45. Or 11:35, and then I have a Guardians single pass from 10:35 to 11:35. Worst case scenario, I cancel my Spaceship Earth pass, my parents go on Spaceship Earth, and I go on Guardians. I'm not sure how long the line is going to be. This is my first time going where Guardians has not been a virtual queue, and I know every time I've done the virtual queue, and even when I've done the lightning lanes, it's a long wait. So I'm hoping that it won't be that long. We'll see. And then we do have a lightning lane for Living with the Land, 11:30 to 12:30. I'm going to try to adjust these to get them a little bit earlier, or I might change them once we scan into Remy's, because I do really want Hollywood Studios rides. We'll just kind of see how that goes. Then we have lunch at Akershus at 12:15. This is a family style dining with the Disney princesses. Now this is going to be 2 dining credits, so we just kind of picked this to kind of eat up those dining credits, but it's going to have all the Disney princesses. And then the plan is to kind of return to our resort probably around 2 p.m., take a little rest. My parents are probably going to take a nap. I might take a nap. I might go to the pool, and then head to Hollywood Studios around 4 p.m. Now, I do have a lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance from 6:40 to 7:40, so that is taken care of. It's not going to happen, but I'm hoping I can snag a Slinky Dog Dash the day of. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do want to ride Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, Tower of Terror. I want to try to do Rock and Roller Coaster, so I want to try to snag those. Fingers crossed. Maybe a Toy Story Mania in there, so we'll have to see about that. And then we'll just probably grab a quick service dinner. Maybe we will try Woody's Lunchbox, especially now that they have some nice covered seating. So maybe try that, or we normally always end up at like ABC Commissary or Backlot Express. Those are always backups. And then I would like to try to see Fantasmic at 9 p.m. if possible. For this day, it's going to be 90 degrees, so it's going to be hot, and it is supposed to rain from 5 to 6. So hopefully that will be kind of around the time that we are in Rise of the Resistance, and we won't get caught in the rain. Now, this brings us to day 3, which is going to be July 15th, aka my birthday. So this is going to be on Tuesday, and this is our full Magic Kingdom day. So Magic Kingdom is open from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., which means early entry is at 8:30. However, I snagged an 8:15 dining reservation at the Crystal Palace for breakfast, so we're going to be allowed in in before other people are. I really wanted to do Crystal Palace so we could do breakfast with Winnie the Pooh. My mom's a big Winnie the Pooh fan. And also I wanted those churro Mickey waffles because they look absolutely delicious. And then after that, the thought is to maybe take some pictures. It's going to depend on how I'm feeling, to be completely honest. But kind of take some pictures around Magic Kingdom. We have a Haunted Mansion Lightning Lane from 9:40 to 10:40. And then a Pirates from 10:40 to 11:40. And then we have Tiana's Bayou Adventure from 12:45 to 1:55. I'm probably going to be the only one that rides that. We'll see if my parents are up for it. But other rides that I want to try to get would be Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, maybe Space Mountain, I don't know, probably Small World. It's a classic. So we'll kind of see what's available. The Mini Adventures of Pooh, Little Mermaid, those are kind of some goals. But I'm really happy with my Tiana's time frame because I thought, you know what, if I get soaked, I can always just head back to the hotel because it's going to be about time for our rest day and then change into something nice and dry. So the goal is to return to our resort around 2 p.m., rest, and then we're going to head back for a Magic Kingdom evening. We don't really have much plans for the evening. Probably just have a quick service there, like Pecos Bill is a favorite. I want to get a Dole Whip. Get some good food there. And then we do have fireworks. I believe we're going to be around 9 p.m. Now, I have not actually sat and watched the fireworks on Main Street or anywhere near Main Street. We tried that my last trip in October. I went with my uncle and his girlfriend and they wanted to watch the fireworks. And I made it in the crowd for maybe 3 minutes, had a panic attack, and like broke down and had to leave. So my mom and I were by the baby center. So maybe if I can find a place that's like away from the crowds, I'll watch the fireworks or watch them from behind. I would like to try to see the fireworks, but I don't want to feel like very confined and trapped and claustrophobic. So we'll see how that goes by. I'm not going to be super hurt if I don't see the fireworks. Also, I do not have a single pass for Seven Dwarfs or for Tron. I just feel like Tron, to pay $20 for a ride that's like 2 minutes isn't worth it. So maybe during the fireworks, I'm going to try to do either wait in line and do Seven Dwarfs or try to do Tron. We'll see. Which leads us to our last park day, which is going to be July 16th. This is on Wednesday, and this is going to be our rest day / Magic Kingdom evening. We do not have a lot planned except for dinner at Magic Kingdom. So I do want to try to look at the Epcot resorts. I really want to stop by Beach Club because there is a Loungefly that I'm wanting to get. Maybe do Beaches and Cream, like the window there. Or I've been really wanting to try the fried mozzarella like stick at the corn dog stand at the boardwalk. So I might try that there. I'm also going to be staying at the boardwalk in December. So if I don't get it, that's fine. But just kind of relax. Maybe go to Disney Springs. Maybe have some time at the pool. But goal is to leave by 3:30, 4 o'clock to go to Magic Kingdom for our 4:35 dining reservation at Liberty Tree Tavern. If you haven't had Liberty Tree Tavern, it is like Thanksgiving meal. It's really good. It's heavy, but it's my dad's favorite, so that's what we're doing. And then again, after that, not much plans. Might try to see if we can get some rides. I'm not going to do multi-pass for this day, so we're going to see just kind of what the wait times are like, and maybe try to do Seven Dwarfs or Tron if I wasn't able to get them the day before. For this day, it's going to be a little cooler for Orlando. It's going to be 88 degrees, and the rain's going to be from 3 p.m. to 12 p.m. So, or 12 a.m. So it's going to be kind of a rainy evening, so we'll see how that goes. And then finally is day 5, the saddest day of the trip, and that is our travel day back. Checkout is at 11. Now, we're not going to leave until more the evening, so we're probably going to drop our bags off at Bell Services, maybe go to Disney Springs, hang out at the resort a little bit, and then we are going to be picked up by Mears probably around 3 and head to NCO. Our plane departs around like 5:15, something like that, and then we're supposed to arrive home around 7:45 p.m. So that is just kind of our day-to-day itinerary. Now, in this trip, there are some things that I want to try to snag up. So this is kind of my shopping list. Now, I don't know what's going to be available. I think my top pick is not going to be available. I haven't seen anything about it in quite a few months. But the very first thing that I want is this Florida Taylor Swift multi-parks tee. So it has all 4 parks and says Florida on it, which may or may not be a reference to Taylor still in Florida. That's what I want. I don't think it's available anymore. I also want to get the light pink leather ears. They also came out, so every trip so far I have gotten a ring from Disney, and they have these new birthstone rings, so I want to get one of those. I don't know if I want to get the July one or if I want to get October, because October is pink. I might get both. I don't know. We'll see. And then I do want to get the Beaches and Cream Resort Lounge Fly. Normally I wouldn't get resort merch if I hadn't stayed there. However, I love this design, and I'm so afraid that whenever I do end up at the beach club, they're gonna sell out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And then this new Mickey Minnie like boardwalk kind of style shirt just came out. I want to get that. And then there is a Scrump little words project bracelet that I want so bad. So I want to snag that. I also want to get some pen packs and do a little bit of pen training. I love the Munchlings, so I'm going to get a Munchling pen pack. I've been on the lookout for the Princess Pastries boxes, and then just came out, there is a like Mix-It, like a mini Mix-It mystery pack that has Pua, so I'm adding that to the list as well. After that, I have my outfits. I'm probably going to do a little bit more in-depth section of that, but I have some very vague ideas of outfits right now. This week is Prime Week, and I did order a ton of stuff off of Amazon, so I've been getting them in kind of piece by piece. I've been trying them on to see if I like them or not, and I will have a better idea of my outfits Thursday because that's when everything comes in. But for Animal Kingdom, I have a black pair of like overall shorts that I'm wanting to wear with my black mini ears. Epcot is up in the air. I think I'm going to do like a Belle sort of outfit since we're doing Aqua shoes, and then I'm going to do a Grogu Baby Yoda outfit for Hollywood Studios. For Magic Kingdom, I have this really pretty pink dress that I want to wear the pink ears that I'm going to get when I get there, and it has a bow on the back. However, I'm not the craziest about the way it fits, so I don't know. We'll have a backup. But then I also have like a Cake Castle t-shirt that I'm going to do for the evening, and then I have no clue what I'm going to do the next day. So I still have some outfit planning that I need to do, and again, I'll do another video with the outfits. After that, I just have my packing list. I'm probably going to go ahead and start packing today or tomorrow. I need to clean up the house first, and then probably tomorrow is when I'll pack, get like my last minute essentials and all of that, and we'll do a video for that. But I just have my packing list with all the accessories, the clothing, and what I do is I will kind of go through, okay, so for my toiletry bags, I will kind of walk through my day, like what do? I wash my face, I apply my serums, I apply my moisturizer, and then I go into my eyelash serum, and then I go my steps. So I kind of do that step by step when I'm making my packing list, just to make sure that I don't really miss anything. And then what I will do on our departure day or the night before, as I use a product, I will put it in my travel bag, and then that will be the last thing that I pack. So that is my packing list, and then I just have my reservation number. The My Disney Experience app can be pretty glitchy at times, so it's always good to write down your reservations or take a screenshot of it, because sometimes they won't show up. And if you can show that confirmation number, if you can show them a screenshot of your reservation, then they're going to be able to make it work, as opposed to it disappearing, they not have any record of it, and you just have like, well, I know I did it. That's not going to help. So I do have all my reservation numbers on there as well. That is all for our little plan with me. Again, these are one of my favorite videos because that means that we are so close to going to Disney. What is our countdown? We are 4 days out, so we are almost there. Make sure that you keep an eye out. I'm going to do a packing video, an outfit video, and then we're also going to be doing some daily Disney vlogs. If you want to keep up with all the magic behind the scenes, as well as Disney tips, tricks, all of that fun stuff, then make sure that you like and subscribe to this video so you don't miss out. You can also find me on TikTok and on Instagram, as well as Facebook, and I also have an exclusive VIP type Facebook group where you can get insider tips and tricks for Disney, so you can always join that and join the family, and I will see you in my next video.